Before you can create a match, you first need to make sure the venue and specific water details for that match are already in the system. So from the home page, click into Venues and Waters. If you have not added a venue before, there will just be the option to add a new venue. If in the future when you add lots of match venues, they will be listed here, so you only need to do this step once for each venue. It takes a little bit of effort the first time but saves hours and months in the years ahead. A great time-saving feature in Hot Fishing is that if another club or fishery has already added a venue you plan to have a match, you can simply use those details. Conversely, when you add the details of any venue, they'll also be available to everybody else. One of the major purposes of the app is to save time for the match organiser, and once set up, this feature is going to really help and save you so much time moving forward. This does mean it's important for us to try and stop duplications of venues, so we've made it so you can check if a venue is already in the system before you start adding it. So first let me show you an example where the venue is in the system, and then I can show you an example when it is not. So once you are in the venue section, click Add a New Venue. The first field is the address field, which uses Google Places to search, so type in the details of a venue you plan to use. You see an alert box appears telling me there is already a venue in the system very close to that same address, and asks me, is it the same one? For this example, let's say it is. So I click in the venue and I can double check the details. If it is correct, I can click close and go back to the home page and start adding the new match, which I'll show you how to do in the next video. Now let's go through the process when I need to add the new venue. So from the home page, click Venues and Waters, click Add a New Venue, and start typing in the address. No pop-up appears, which means there's no potential duplicate in the system, so I'll continue to add the rest of the details. So I add the fishery name. I can choose to add a profile image and a cover image, again very much like Facebook, so feel free to add those in there. Remember again, you only need to do this once, so it is going to take a little bit of time now, but next time it's literally one click and you can add all these details. You then click if it's a fishery, a club water or private. You add a description of that, and again you can take that from the website. The postcode, the sat-nav postcode, because often that is different to the main fishery. Any specific directions if you know there are gates to climb or anything unusual. The telephone number for the venue, the email, and any of the social media accounts here. The next step is to add the details for the specific waters as that venue, because there may be several. So click into Add a New Water, and the reason we do this is because the matches are at the waters, not the venue, so it's really important that we add each specific water. So you add the water name. I'm just going to do a test here. You say what type of water that is. You then say roughly how many pegs, and if you don't know, just kind of go on the higher end. If you haven't got a clue, just say 200. You then say the type of fish that are in there, so I know this is carp and coarse in there. You then click update. Now if there's more than one water at the venue, you can kind of click in again, and then you can add the difference, the details for that second water. Let's say it's got a section of canal, loads of pegs, and it's coarse and carp. There we go. And then you click save. You'll be prompted at this point to add a new match should you want to. I'm going to pick not now. So when you come here, Click Save. You will now see the venue page, the details of that venue we've just added and any other venues. This is now available next time at one click when you go to create your matches. The venue details will now pull through to the match detail page you create in the next step. So you can see how this works. If an angler logged into the app and went to the search function down here, so they click search for UK matches, and they can either search by address, venue, or distance from that venue. Let's just pick a specific venue here. So let's say I wanted to click for 2J's Fishery to see if there are any matches there. You'll see on the map it shows me where that venue is, and down here it lists all the matches at that particular venue. So I'd click into the match here, and what it would show is the details of that specific match, and the venue details we just created would be added here. So if I clicked into that, I can see the specific venue details, the address we've added, and all that kind of stuff. So moving forward, whenever you create a match, when you select the venue where that match is, it's already going to pull through all the address and contact details for that place, so you don't need to find them next time. Congratulations, you've now learnt how to add venues for your matches.